Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. It's been a while. Today we are going to talk about the search for Andy and our experience at San Diego Comic-Con 2018, the Walking Dead panel, all that good stuff. Before we get into it, make sure to subscribe and like the Facebook page, and also follow us at all of our social channels. That'll be on the screen. Also, leave a comment down below. We love to hear what you guys have to say about all this kind of stuff. And also, we're wearing shirts.
Oh, can't really see over my boobs.
The Living Rashone shirt. This one says, if Rick Grimes dies, we riot. There's a bunch of other ones as well that we have, all original designs. Links to that will be in the subscription. Getting right into it. So, we just got back from Comic-Con. It was crazy. And we actually were very fortunate. We got to actually ask the last question of the Walking Dead panel, and it was to Andy. And actually, it might have actually been the last question that Andy ever answers in Hall H at San Diego Comic-Con.
Or at least as far as the Walking Dead panel is concerned.
Correct.
You know, I gotta say, leading up to it, this search for Andy has been going on a long time, especially for me. A couple of years ago, I just missed him by like 90 seconds, and he was in the back of this van, so I got to look at the back of his head and not go over and talk to him, actually. And we were hanging around, you know, hotels and stuff, trying to find him, and we're always daily $1 short. And then finally, you know, being determined to ask a question in Hall H. First, let me say, they don't choose the people. It's how dedicated you are to get to that mic. And after waiting and waiting and waiting, and, you know, all this careful planning and plotting, and when I was told specifically when, you know, the line was going to queue at one point, they actually queued early. So that 5-second differential led to 10 people being in front of me in line.
Yeah, it's really hard to predict. They kind of like change the rules in terms of when they tell you to line up almost every panel to panel. So it's like one time they'll tell you like to wait until halfway through the panel, and then the next panel they'll say the second that people are on stage, queue up. It's impossible to predict. So it's really hard to like know whether or not you're actually going to get to ask a question or not. Before we go any further, actually, let's roll the clip and we'll actually show you our question that we asked him right now.
Totally real.
All right, one more. Oh, it's Michonne. Yes.
Brandon, where'd you go?
Go ahead, honey.
Sorry, I just wanted to say how much this show means to me.
Oh, honey.
And obviously, Rashone, this gentleman here, we met because of this show.
Yes.
And I wanted
Yes.
for those of you who didn't know.
I knew that.
All right. And I have my own question. He has a question, and my question is, you know, we always get spoiled on awful things, and I just wanted to know if you guys could possibly spoil, are we going to get Rashone Jr. or not?
And get yours in quick, because we're running out of time, Brand. Go ahead.
Questions for Andy. First of all, thanks for dedicating like 10 years of your life to doing all this stuff. It's crazy. Are you going to have a hard time moving on from Rick Grimes as a character? And after doing this for a decade, what kind of character do you want to play next?
Oh, wow. Thank you for saying that. I'm going to take a break for a while. It's funny, you know, these guys here and everybody back in Atlanta are the greatest surrogate family I could have wished for. But I do have a real family, and it is time for me to go home, you know. And but saying that, I have one eye on the scripts. Norman sort of quietly sends me scripts.
Then I have the notes.
That's not a spoiler. Is that's out? That's out now. Good. But so I don't really know. It's been such. It's been so much part of my life. It's been everything. I've breathed it for 10 years. I don't really know. But what I do know is that I believe in the story so much that I can't spoil this for you. But this is a really terrific season for Rick's story and Michonne and his relationship. I get to play with all of my favorite characters this year. And they're so good, you know. There are a couple of things that I'm thinking about doing, but I'm so in love with Rick Grimes and the people in this show that I don't know if I can put him down yet.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But the short answer is no, I'm going to bed for about 3 months.
Thank you so much.
Let's give Rick I want to do a standing ovation.
Yes. This show from the beginning has been just a love fest. Again, these people, all of us that love the show, everything that you brought, Andy, thank you. And everyone that's crossed the path of this show has left something wonderful for us. I want to also say hello to Melissa McBride. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here with us today, but we want to send her love, and she's here in spirit. And just know, you guys, as we go out as a fandom, make sure you share the love of what this show is. There's a lot of things that happen, but the thing that never changes is how much we love them, how much they love you, and how much we love each other. So please always remember that. Hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much. The Walking Dead returns on October 7th. There'll be a Talking Dead event live after, and there's a special preview special on Sunday, August 5th. I'm Yvette Nicole Brown. Thank you, Hall H.
Okay, so there you have it. It was a pretty crazy moment. We didn't, like Joel was saying, we didn't think we were actually going to be able to even ask a question.
I missed most of the panel because I was too busy like fighting the sensation to vomit because I thought I was going to miss the chance of getting to the mic. And I can't explain how things ended up the way they did, but you know, friends are awesome. Is the vague thing I will say in regards to that. And we finally got to go up there. But I was so flustered, I didn't get a chance to say everything that I wanted to say.
Yeah, it was kind of awkward because, you know, like, our backup plan, essentially, was that I was just going to basically rush the stage holding one of these shirts to try and give to Andrew Lincoln. And I thought that we had already lost our opportunity to ask a question. So I was already up at the front, like, expecting to run towards Andy with a shirt. And all of a sudden I hear her voice come on the microphone. I'm like, what the hell is that? I have to, like, turn around.
When they were, like, the last question, I turned around like, wait a minute, what? So I ran from the front of the stage back towards the mic. And I told security, like, whoa, what's happening? And then then there was, like, one more last question. And then that's why I called him over, you know, for that moment. You know, I had to double back, sorry.
And so what happened after we got done asking the question that is not caught on film, we actually...
Or if it is caught on film, we haven't seen it
Yeah,
yet.
and if anybody knows where it is, please reach out to us, because we don't know if anybody actually saw it or not.
They were kind of rushing off the stage. And Andy actually stops to take a selfie with actually a photographer friend of mine, Dom, and that delay allowed us to get to the end of the stage in time to hand him the shirts. And
it was pretty crazy. It was like, we thought that he was about to walk off stage. He was talking to like some press people over there, the photographers in the corner, and she yelled his name, and he turned around and recognized that it was us who had just asked the question. And we were holding up one of the shirts, and he like gestured like this to throw it to him. So we threw it to him. He grabbed it, looked at it, smiled, and then like reached across the that little like space right there to shake our hands and tell us thank you.
Yeah.
So it was a really cool moment. We didn't get a picture with him or an autograph,
you know,
but
and I didn't really feel comfortable asking this one. I know he was trying to leave, but also too, it was like he would have had to come down the stage in order to even, because there was like a huge gap between the stage and the pit.
He was elevated like 6 feet in the air, so it would have been like kind of dangerous, but it was a really cool moment. I mean, our goal obviously this whole time was to try and meet him, and you know, you never quite know what's going to happen in Hall H. It's a crazy environment, and I feel really fortunate that we were able to do that, because we literally were the last people that he talked to in the entire Hall H, 7,000 people, before walking off stage. You can't really ask for a cooler experience than that.
Actually, I can, because I'm a greedy bitch, but I still hope that when we're going to go to Walker Stalker, and hopefully the premiere, and I still want to get that selfie with him.
Yeah, of course.
And I'll feel better about it after that. But you know, we did some press stuff for AMC again, and some of the things that, you know, or at least I didn't get to say at the panel, I said in the video. So hopefully, I'm assuming they're going to show it for the premiere and he'll see it. So one of the questions was, if you could say one thing to Andy, what would it be? and hopefully, we'll see what happens.
We'll have to see what happens at the premiere. I mean, I guess the way I'm choosing to look at it is that most people who get an autograph at a selfie, I mean, it's a very, like, quick interaction, It's just like, click, like, sign, and then leave. I mean, you don't really get any, like, interaction with him, especially if he's, like, trying to, go to his car or whatever. I mean, this was, like, a more meaningful interaction. I mean, he took, like, 2 or 3 minutes to answer those questions and, like, a deep way, a meaningful way, and then it seemed like he really appreciated the gift that we got him. So I'll remember that forever. It was a really cool memory that I have just in my own head, not in photograph form, but just in my own head. So anything more about SDCC in Hall H?
Yeah. No, just that the search continues. I would love to interview him one day. Honestly, that's what I would want, like to have a real sit down with him. I haven't interviewed anyone in a while, but that's one of on my to-do list of things. And yeah, Comic-Con, still in Comic-Con coma, so I don't know stuff. What? You?
Yeah, that's about it. If you guys like our content, make sure to subscribe up here at the quarter. Also like us on the Facebook page and follow us at all of our social channels below. Check out the blog, thelivingwereshown.com. Once again, make sure to check out the link of these shirts if you're interested. Leave a comment. Tell us what you think about this. We love having conversations with you guys. Other than that, we'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching again. Bye-bye.